We'll follow his progress. Our eyes in the front. Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson on row number 1. Fans feeling the anticipation. And now the green flag in the air, and we are underway racing at Daytona.
Coke Zero 400 powered by Coca-Cola. Wow, Casey Kane. Okay. He came out of nowhere. I led lap 1. Was hoping to lead lap 2, maybe 3 or 4. And then, so I went from the top to the bottom in the first turn to try to, or the second, or third turn, excuse me, to try to get some momentum going. And I guess I got too far out ahead because he came ripping through. Sorry, Kyle Busch. Was trying to get under Kenseth. But yeah, Kane just came barreling through there. I was not going to stop him.
3 wide now in the middle. Outside, inside, inside.
Oh boy, that was a close call. Yikes. I didn't know if we were going to clear the 9 or not.
47. Oh, stay high.
I'm going to have to keep Matt Kenseth a little bit on the low side so we don't get to the top 3 wide.
Stay high.
Now, there is a car in this line coming up that I would work with. I worked really well with him in practice and happy hour, and that's the 18 of Kyle Busch. I can run with him.
Still there.
And we put up some really good times. So I'm inclined to want to race with him and draft him more than most of these cars up here. But yeah, so welcome to round 18 at Daytona, the halfway point of the season.
Still there.
Ugh, what a season it's been to start. Who led that lap?
46.
Kenseth.
Still there.
It's been a crazy season so far. We have one of the biggest point leads I think we've had in a while in any of our seasons. I mean, we've probably had, I think, bigger, but recently this is probably, I think, one of our best. I really need to hope that the 18 doesn't get someone underneath him either, because then I'm screwed, because I don't want to be at the top 3 wide right now. I'm really good in the middle groove.
Still there.
If I went to the top, I think our day would be spent running from the back. We're pretty decent up here, and I'm okay with it as long as I'm saving tires.
46.
Wow, I feel like we almost got sucked into the 17 there. Biffle goes under Kyle, so Kyle's now behind me, which I'm okay with. Like I said, I'm pretty fast with Kyle. But he was in front of me, not behind me when that was going on.
Still there.
Trying to push the 17 down so he don't get any draft from the 16. But I still I can't get around him.
Still there.
We're trying though. I can hold my momentum up much better on that middle groove than I think Kenseth can.
46.
I need him to stay low. Stay low.
Still there.
I slid up a little bit. Damn it, Matt.
Still there.
Give him a shot there to try to push him ahead. Now I got to try to get ahead of Biffle. Dang it. Clear him, clear him, clear him, clear him, clear him, clear him.
Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
Ah, you spotter. If I was cleared any sooner and he didn't tell me, I would have been pissed. Well, we ran good with the 18. Well, that was not intentional. I was going to just try to run with the 17, and I feel like he moved up. I'm going to run him high through 1 and 2, and that way I can try to keep my speed in the middle and send him behind me. That worked.
Clear all around, all clear.
Well, that was a... Dude, I don't even know what I was going to even talk about at the beginning of this race. That was a lot dicier than I was expecting. Wow. Just kind of catching my bearings right now. I know there was one thing that I was thinking about the other day that I'll get into in a minute. But, yeah, so we do have one pit stop required. Gonna go with a half a can of fuel, because we're only gonna need to go about 10 laps. And then, the question is tires. Will we need tires? Some of y'all are probably thinking 10 laps to go. Why would you take any tires? Why is that even in play, especially if you're only getting a half a can of fuel? This place eats your tires, though. The BBMC Daytona Night, and the Daytona Day for that matter. It's like the track has a tire fetish, and it just loves rubber, and it just will, you give it an inch, it'll take a mile. Like, it just bad on my tires. And I mean, I'm not making it sound, I'm not saying it's like Darlington or Dover or any of those other places that really have a lot. Well, Dover maybe not so much on the 2019 version we have, but like Darlington in its heyday, Atlanta is a good example. It's not burning tires like that, but it's still, for super speedway, it's a lot of tire. My point being, I'm a lot slower on worn tires than these guys, because they always seem to take at least 2. And if they take 2 and I take none, yeah, I'm going to probably get out to the lead again. But I'll be a sit-and duck, and I would rather not be a sit-and duck. So, I mean, you might be asking yourself, well, then why don't I just ride and save the tires? Because if they don't take tires either, then I'm in the back still. So, at least this way, if I decide that I have to take tires, like I absolutely have to, I know that I'm pitting from the front, so there's a chance that, somebody's going to be a straggler and say, hey, we'll help you out. But, yeah, so one of the things I've been doing, so I'll get into what I was talking about earlier, but like one of the things I've been doing was I've been trying to get my 2011 season stuff started up, like prep work done. I try to do that come the midpoint of the 2010 or the season prior to. I try to always get the next season prep work done, like cars painted, etc. And I'm not going to give any spoilers because it's supposed to be a surprise. Philip, I know I have a surprise for him. But that kind of leads into like, so if you ever, like I'm bad about it too, like, and I am very much aware of it, and like I try to fix it. It's just, life is just, sometimes it's just gets in the way or whatever, and just makes things sometimes difficult. And I pre-record, so you're probably thinking like, how difficult can certain things be, for however far ahead. Well, it's just, I can't explain it. Life just gets in the way,
Clear.
But yeah, so I try to been getting some of the prep stuff done for that season, and I've shouted her out before, but says Night Owl, if you ever need anything from me, like, or if you have any requests or ideas or anything, I'm kind of like, I don't like saying I'm hard to reach. It's just, I'm sometimes hard to reach. But yeah, if you ever have any requests or anything like that, she is the big go-to. Whether she knows it or not, she probably does at this point. But she's like kind of like almost like my administrative manager, or whatever you want to call it, of the channel. Like, she helps keep me very, very, very organized. Keeps me up to date on requests, like for paint schemes or drivers who want to enter, anything like that. She's helped keep me organized and sorted out among all that stuff. So I have a couple paint schemes for my 2011 dirt car that I have, but it feels like almost like a sin to put them on a Dodge. So I have to, I'm probably going to run it by her and see what she thinks. Because I love the scheme, but it just doesn't feel right. But I don't know. I need a second opinion. But yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to thank Cez for all of her hard work. This channel is going on almost 2 years. Some of you have been here since the beginning. Some of you are new. Either way, I'm grateful to every single one of you. Recently, in the live, like the current recordings going on right now that are playing, I really wish I could remember your name. I apologize. I'm bad with names and memory sometimes with these things, but he's been doing, or she has been doing like a dual commentary with Cez. There's a few of them actually who do it. I think Pinoy was one of them. I haven't seen his name recently, but he might pick up by the time this comes out. But I love seeing the different commentaries and the like. It's funny when it's not funny, like haha funny, but it's like stuff I just didn't expect to see. Like people like not battling or arguing or fighting, but like disputing different things. Like well no, you know this that the other. Like I don't know. It's just little things that I just never. It's fun. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say because I'm losing the words. But no, 2 years ago, this was just all me racing offline, putting together rec comps, and a request came to see the full races. Put the first season up. Cez Night Owl did a commentary on all of them. I was shocked that she even had commented on the first video, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool that someone did that. And then just snowballed into what it is today. I mean, I'm grateful to every single one of the subscribers on the channel. Everyone who supports it, you know, follows it, whatever, likes, comments, all of it means the world to me. I'm talking like it's the end of the race. We're not even halfway, but just getting that out there. Anyhow. Ooh, wow, she slid a little bit in that turn. Kyle, I'm not going to even be mad if you get around me. You're one of the cars that I worked well with in practice, so I'm going to stay in the high lane. If he gets in front of me, I'll just push the 18. But I can't run that bottom if I'm going to have any hope of taking new tires on that splash and go. Well, half a can and go. I need to watch my tires. They're not too bad right now for 17 laps. Well, 16 completed. We're on lap 17 now. Kyle seems like he's pretty content actually, just riding behind us as well. Just chilling in that middle lane. It'd be so nice if the AI would just kind of just be like, hey, it's early, let's line up, let's just cruise, get to the pit stop. That'd make my life so much easier.
Inside.
Kyle's gonna go for the slingshot.
Still there.
But they're double file behind us and they're a little bit ways back, so I think we're gonna hold our momentum and keep them from leading this lap. Yeah.
46, 79.
The only downside is
Still there.
running side by side, they're gonna catch us. I almost wish he would clear me so I could just get down behind him before Menard gets there, but Kenseth was also right there behind us, so I'm going to try to keep Kyle on the lower side. No, 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 no. Please clear, please clear, please clear.
Clear.
I saw Kyle wasn't budging, and I saw the 98. It looked like he kind of disappeared underneath Kyle. I knew we were going to be up top 3 wide if I didn't clear him. That was close. If we were put on the top 3 wide,
46,
I would not be a happy William. I don't want to be on the top 3 wide right now. In the 500, it was a longer race. We had multiple pit stops. We had, you know, a completely different strategy. Like we went into the pit stops knowing, hey, we're going to take 4 tires this time. And then we had ourselves in a scenario where it's like, all right, we got to run with this group, save the tires, splash and go, we're good to go. this one is very different. Like, when we did no tires, save the tires, strategy on the second stop in the 500, we were in a pack of like 10 cars. Worst case is we fell back a little bit, we finish top 50. Wasn't the case, obviously. Here, we can finish like way worse because everyone's so close. Like, the top 37 cars were all within 1.9 seconds, and then we have Regan 4.4, Brad Keselowski 18, Yaley 21, Steve Park, a name we haven't seen in a while, he's 31, Marcos Ambrose 35, and Robert Richardson's 38 seconds back. So it's a tight-knit pack right now. Well, there's some 3 wide behind me. That's not good for me if I get put up to the top. Just trying to give every lane a little bit of draft and try to keep. Well, that's Robert Richardson actually up ahead. Wow, that didn't take long to catch him. Trying to give both lanes some equal drafting attention, but since they started racing, they have not challenged us. So I have at it, boys. It ain't bothering me. And maybe if we're lucky, when we catch this 37, no wait, the 37 of Robert, if we catch him at the right angle, maybe we can get him to break up some of these cars behind us. I know everyone gets entertained by the pack racing or whatever, like, and I'm feel fairly confident saying that's why super speedway races and NR tend to do a little bit better. One, because of the big wrecks, and two, it's because the pack racing can be insane. But I need to break up this pack behind me so I can just take care of my equipment, run this outer groove without worrying about getting put 3 wide. You know, it's these little elements that make this race so much more stressful, because I want to stay on the outside. I want to save the tires, but by doing so, I open myself up to the bottom, and then I can fall back, and then I could be in the. It's just a snowball effect of what ifs. If I run the bottom, do I need tires? It's just little things. We're gonna get some draft from Richardson, so we should be able to pull pretty even with Kyle. Question is, where am I gonna catch Robert, and am I gonna be able to go to his outside? I am. Kyle slips to the bottom, but we got, wow, he held up a lot of people, so they're gonna come back on me with a vengeance. Damn it. I was hoping Kyle would have been a little bit quicker on his reaction time there and gone to the bottom. We got to pit in 16 laps. Yeah, I see Kyle. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to stop that. I'm not going to. He was coming too fast. There's a lot of single file though behind us, so that's good. I'm getting draft off of Marcos. I'm going to try to pin Kyle down so Brian or Casey Mears can't get there. I'm seeing Red Bull in the mirror, and I'm thinking it's Brian Vickers. Try to be smooth on that 3 wide pass. We were smooth enough that we're actually going to pull back in front of Kyle Busch. Holy smokes. Okay. And they're single filed out a little bit behind me, so that actually bodes well for us. Means maybe they'll just kind of draft a little bit and hang out with me. We're in good position. We're going no tires as of now. That can change in a heartbeat, obviously, but I like our odds. I like our odds right now. The biggest thing is going to be pit road entry.
Outside.
Come on, follow me, Kyle.
Clear all around, all clear.
Kind of dramatically swung back up, and I think it got me a little bit slideways. Elliott, Hamlin, Kane, Montoya. Alright, yeah. Was I saying Casey Mears? I meant Reed Sorensen.
Side.
Was in the
side.
Red Bull car.
Still there.
Come on, Kyle. If you're going to make this pass, make it now, because I don't like where the 11's at. I don't like the 11 in general.
Still there.
Stay low, Kyle.
Here. 46.
Don't let that 11 car underneath you. Don't let him under you. Don't let him under you. Alright, now you can let him under you, and I'll draft you. I got you, Kyle. I ain't letting that punk Danny Hamster get past you.
Stay high.
As long as that clown doesn't let anybody under him. Oh man, come on, Kyle.
3 wide.
No, who's pushing us 3 wide?
Still there.
I gotta back out.
Side.
I'm not gonna float to the back.
3 wide.
I gotta get down. I gotta get in line. Here we go. Gordon pushed us 3 wide. Kevin Conway.
3, 1. Stay high.
Ugh.
Still there.
I was trying to just slide in,
Still there.
and he kept on coming. I had nowhere to go.
Stay high.
What was I gonna do there? I had nothing. I don't know what I was trying to do there.
Still there.
Conway, God
3 wide.
dang it!
Inside, inside. Still there. Still there. Stay high.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go under him.
Okay, that'll get
Oh.
us 40 to go. Inside, inside. 47, 183. 3 wide now in the middle. Yellow's out, yellow's out. You're clear if you need it. Do you see any tire smoke? There's a down in mind, but let's come for 4. Do you see any tire smoke? There's a down in mind, but let's come for 4.
Unless I was seeing things, the inside lane started, someone moved up, and I reacted, and I know where to go. I have like no tires,
Sitting this time.
clearly no engine. What? I feel like it was. I think it was Mike Bliss in the 71.
The distributor. Heavy right side damage. I'll watch him. Blowing up. Keep this time, bud. Keep this time. Stop short and point out. Make sure all your twitches are off.
I really feel. I think it was the 71. We're almost out of fuel. We're leaking fuel or something, I guess.
1 can of fuel here.
And that's all she wrote. Caution number 1. So I haven't even seen the end of this race yet. So I figured I might as well get my replays in while I wait. But I'm in the middle of the catch fence. There we go. Right there, did you see? I was moving the camera. We're going to back it up. Hang on. So watch. We're going to swing this out. Let's go up here. Sorry. I should just start over. I'm not. I don't know why I'm not, but watch. We're going to put it super slow. Watch the 71. So I'm right here. He moves up. That makes me think that the 00 is under him. Because I abruptly move up, my car just starts to slide. And then I slide up. I make contact with the 34. And I start to swing back down. And I was loose. So I had to lock up a little bit. I clipped the 00. The 7 gets me. And then I'm trying to lock it down because I'm going up into the outside groove. And then I think Almenair gets me, and yeah, like, we'll just move the camera here. It turns into calamity. Just, I catch the 19, it looked like. Who else is going to be involved? Nobody else is already in it? Wow. Jeez, I feel like a fish out of water right now. I'm the only one who's wrecking. Alright, so now Reagan gets involved. Sorry for all the camera work. That's not clean. So Reagan gets me. Burton gets into it. That sends me into the 82. The 26 gets me. Does the 29 get me? No, it looks like he gets through okay. The 99, the 1. Nope, 29 gets in. That was a lot bigger of a crash, like impact for myself than I realized. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 cars. About a quarter of the field. Burton's driving off. We're all going to the wall though still. Like we are, wow, look how bunched we all are going up in the wall. Do I get Bobby? I think I get Bobby. We always find a way to find each other, Bobby. Long live our friendship. I think our rivalry wasn't really ever that bad of a rivalry. It was just more of an annoyance, and I think it's turned more into a friendship. This is from Mark Martin's rear cam I made up. See how he moved up? I moved up, and I tried to save it, and I couldn't. Look at him. I'm just going to bully Mark out of the way. Okay, yeah, I'd probably make a move like that too. Obviously, we know that. But you just don't expect it from the AI, so it really it just threw me off. On board with second in points, Jeff Burton. Everyone's checking up. Oh. Right on the right front. Mr. Harvick's view. Almost made it. Almost. One last view. It's my onboard. Watch this. So we're going to come into the tri-oval, slow motion. So I'm trying to work onto the 34, right? Watch the 71 to the left here. Just keep watching. Right there. See where, like, yeah, you know, I reacted, and so I go up. Conway's there. Had Conway not been there, we'd been fine, but we touched the 34. It sends me back. You can see I'm dropping RPMs. I'm starting to spin. So I had to lock it down. Otherwise, I was just going to barrel into him. Hindsight, I should just barreled into the frickin' 71. But, yeah, and then here's the rest of it. I'm not going to be mad at Bliss for it. It's hard to be, because I get it. It's just, he didn't actually wreck me, so I really can't be mad. It was just a reaction to, I like when the AI isn't always super predictable. That wasn't a predictable move, so I got to appreciate it for what it is, and just say, you know, hey, he made an honest mistake. He didn't hit me. I clearly overreacted and took myself and some good cars out. This time by, they are coming to the white flag. Casey Kane has taken the lead from Matt Kenseth. Hamlin and Gordon are a lap down. Paul Menard, that's Stremme? No, it's Reagan. Reagan, Kurt Busch, they're our lead lap cars. So Paul Menard is going to be battling Casey Kane here on the final lap to try to win the Coke 0400 here at Daytona. Casey's holding on to it. He's a little bit off the bottom, opening himself up to be passed by the 98, but the 98 also has Reagan right behind him. There's a slow car up ahead I just saw. That could definitely play a factor here. the 6 isn't trying to pass the 98. Is he? Nope, nope, he's not going there. Can't see, I hate this part of the angle, but this is one of the better cameras. It looks like the 9 car is going to come off turn 4, and yeah, he'll do it. Nobody going to get in his way. He's going to win it. Casey Kane wins the Coke Zero 400 here at Daytona, powered by Coca-Cola. Is that his first win of the season? It is his first win of the season, so congrats to Casey Kane. Nice camouflage type paint scheme. I can appreciate that. Yeah, so Casey's going to get the win, followed by Paul Menard, David Reagan, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, Reed Sorensen, Mike Bliss, Dale Jr., AJ Allmendinger, Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, Ryan Newman, and Max Pappas. Out of the race, we have Jimmy Johnson in 37th, and McMurray, Stremme, Jeff Burtons, myself, Scott Speed, and then Steve Park. Hamster, Gordon, Mark Martin, Boyer, Regan, Ambrose, and Richardson were all multiple laps down. Disappointing race, to say for sure. We had a good car, led a lot of laps. Really felt like we could have won it. Just chips didn't fall our way. And like I said during the replay, I can appreciate the AI not being perfect. I was frustrated with Bliss at the time, but since then and watching the replay, doing the replays and everything, he didn't hit me. I overreacted. That's on me. So yeah, that's all there is to it. So is that our first DNF of the season? I think so. But we'll move on. We got Chicago next, day to night track, so looking forward to that aspect of it from a graphic standpoint. Not looking forward to the race because we don't typically run too well at Chicago. We managed some good finishes, I think, but that's through attrition. So that'll do it. Thank you all for the love and support through likes, comments, subscriptions, etc. After Chicago, we get to round 3 and 4 next week in the Dirt Series playoffs, so that should be fun as well. So yeah, till next time, have a good one.